Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. It was a high-voltage Friday today, where the drama unfolded at Delhi's Parliament Street police station, where Rahul Gandhi claimed that the police refused to register a complaint over the police brutality during July 20th student protest at Jantar Mantar. Now, this was regarding an FIR registration for the 19-year-old Sahil Lochab. If you remember, there was an earlier press conference also which showed that pellet guns were fired against Sahil Lochab. The entire day, I want to show you the visuals, what played out at the Parliament Street police station. You can see the hordes of cameras, Congress, all the leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, and several senior Congress leaders were seen at the police station. In fact, Rahul Gandhi went inside the DCP's room and he said that we will stage a dharna, we will sit here on a dharna for 6 months if you do not register an FIR. This was a drama which unfolded for about 3 to 4 hours, or rather more than that. But just the news coming in is that the police has registered an FIR. So it's a big victory for Rahul Gandhi. And of course, what is going to be the next course of action? Because for the entire monsoon session, if you remember, the opposition sought Amit Shah's resignation. There is no statement, there is no clarification as to who fired the pellet gun. But this, of course, is a major step. It's a big victory for Rahul Gandhi, a big victory for Congress, which dug in their heels for 4 to 5 hours today. And the entire, in fact, all the TV channels where I was watching, and they all said that Parliament Street police station has become the next Jantar Mantar. They started maligning Rahul Gandhi because he had ordered snacks for students who were there with him protesting for hours and hours. And the TV channels, especially the legacy media channels, had already started saying that look at the way Rahul Gandhi is snacking. But ultimately, the big news is that the FIR has been registered. Joining me this evening is CWC member and Congress admin in charge, Gurdeep Sappal. Gurdeep was there with Rahul Gandhi for the entire afternoon when the protests unfolded. Thank you so much, Gurdeep, for joining. So it's a big victory for Rahul Gandhi and Congress. All smiles.
Well, I'll not call it a victory for Rahul Gandhi and Congress. It is a victory for Sahil, who lost his eye and whose entire body is marked with pellet gun injuries. Rahul Gandhi went with him because Sahil was running around with his mother for an FIR. Till 13th, when the parliament session was on, he had faith that some accountability will be fixed in the parliament, that the home minister will come and reply. But when on 13th, nothing happened and the parliament session ended. On 14th, he went for an FIR. But nobody entertained his. Delhi police just did not take his application. He kept on running from one police station to other. Finally, he requested Rahul Gandhi for help, and it's quite shameful that for a simple thing like FIR registration by a victim, the leader of opposition had to go to the police station and sit entire day. So this is not a case of victory. It's a very sad day. It's a sad day which exposes that BJP has completely destroyed the jurisprudence system of this country. The victims are on their own and they will not be heard, despite the fact that the case is known throughout India, is on TV, is on social media, but इनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
No, but Gurdeep, this FIR now, which the Delhi police has registered, have they handed over the copy to the Congress and Rahul Gandhi as well?
No, you see, it's not about Rahul Gandhi. Sahil is going there. He is filing an FIR. Rahul Gandhi is standing with him. And he is the person who will get the copy. He is the person who is insisting on FIR. Rahul Gandhi is there to support any such people, be it Sahil or be it others. He is doing this in his role as a leader of opposition. He stands with those who are feeling betrayed by the system of this country.
No, but Gurdeep, it's very clear that the government got rattled with the optics which was playing out. In fact, Ravi Shankar Prasad in a press conference said that there is already a high-level committee which is constituted by the Supreme Court. Why Rahul Gandhi is indulging in this unwanted kind of a drama. But ultimately, they had to give in. They've registered an FIR. Now, what you think is going to be the next course of action? And before that, before you answer this question, what do you think triggered the change as far as the Delhi police was concerned? Because we saw one visual where Rahul Gandhi said that if need be, I will sit here on a dharna for 6 months. Was that threat which triggered the change of mind as far as the Delhi police is concerned?
Well, Rahul Gandhi was very clear in morning when we were there that he will not get up till the FIR is registered. It's a justified demand that a victim wants an FIR registered. He wants police to take cognizance of his complaint. And Rahul Gandhi said that unless it is registered, he will not get up. And that pressure did work. But as far as BJP is concerned, I'm really amazed what they are saying. They said Rahul Gandhi is creating anarchy. Anarchy is, Nilu, that when somebody goes against the rule of law. Here it is other way around that Rahul Gandhi was in the police station asking police to register FIR. How can going to a police station with a request to register FIR be anarchy? There's something very strange.
No, in
JP
fact,
Nadda
Gurdeep,
is
I
JP Nadda
saw.
is JP Nadda is saying that Rahul Gandhi should answer. Rahul
Right.
Gandhi is in opposition. His role is to ask questions. Answer has to come from government. Government has to reply. Why
Gurdeep,
the
I
FIR
also
was not
saw.
registered?
No, you're right that the answer has to come from the government, not from Rahul Gandhi. But I also
No,
saw one
but
of the bites coming in from a lawyer who said that because of Rahul Gandhi's protest, there is traffic which has gone haywire and he's causing traffic jams. And that is quite viral on the social media. Uh,
well,
do you
there are
think that
there
the
are
BJP
people.
still is getting the script right?
It's not about BJP. Forget about them. It's about people of this country. Traffic went haywire. Okay. What happened to the eyesight of that boy? He lost his eyesight because he was demanding that he has a right to give proper examination. Which is more serious, traffic jam or losing an eyesight? And this entire narrative which is being created by BJP, that there's a Supreme Court expert committee now inquiring into the matter. So why the Supreme Court expert committee A was announced yesterday evening? This boy has been running around for FIR for several weeks now.
No, but
There's a
I also want
difference.
to understand,
No, no.
Gurdeep, because I'm sure
Then
the
there was
viewers.
Nilu, but there was no committee till yesterday. Then why did not they register the FIR?
Right. No, I
Number
also
one.
want to
Number
understand from
two, no, because I'm interrupting you because this is something that your viewers should know. Second,
right,
in the Supreme Court committee, yesterday in Supreme Court order, it is very clearly said that they are not stopping Delhi police from doing their own investigation or procedures. They have not stopped them. So why would Delhi police not accept a FIR? Maximum they could do was to transfer the FIR to the committee. But it is Delhi police's duty to do a investigation because till now they are saying they have not ordered the pellet guns. Then who has ordered? Shouldn't Delhi police be interested in finding out? So this entire thing BJP is creating because they're on back foot. They know who ordered. Country saw it during the parliament session that there is only one person, which is Home Minister of India, who has not come to parliament to answer it because he doesn't want to be held accountable. He has not ordered any inquiry because he knows who it is. He himself will be held accountable, and he has given no reply, no written reply to parliament. He has not ordered any inquiry, and they did not want this FIR because they do not want an inquiry. And the committee which is formed, we have our own observations on the persons who have been appointed to committee. They are not people of highest integrity. If not
right,
integrity, they are not people who inspire confidence. Sorry, I'll not use the word integrity. They are
right.
people who do not inspire confidence.
No, we did see a lot of social media reactions coming in as far as the constitution of this Supreme Court committee is concerned. But I was coming to a question which is very interesting, and I'm sure viewers would want to know. Rahul Gandhi was one of the first leaders who got in Sahil Lochab during the protest, and he held a press conference where he showed how injured and how badly injured Sahil Locha was, and rather he took off his t-shirt. We could see the pores on his body because of the pellet guns. Now, was Sahil constantly in touch with Rahul Gandhi? And which is why, because we see a chronology and a sequence also, that 14th of August they went to the police station. There was no complaint registered. Then they went on 17th, no complaint registered, and now ultimately Rahul Gandhi himself had to physically walk up to the DCP's office. So, which means that was Rahul Gandhi constantly in touch, monitoring the situation, whether the FIR was ultimately lodged?
You see, you have to understand what Rahul Gandhi is. He is always in touch with people who are victims of system, not just Sahil Lochav. He is in touch with all the students. In fact, your viewers should know, even when Nirbhaya case happened, when the UPA was in power, he remained in touch with their family, settled his brother, helped, and never talked about it. He has a humanitarian streak in him, which a sincerity and honesty in him, which ensures that he's always in touch with such people. And he stands for them. He was fighting for them in parliament. And when Sahil approached him that police was not entertaining his FIR, he was there today in support of Sahil.
But Gurdeep, you may not say that it's not about Rahul Gandhi or about Congress, but politically speaking, it is a big moment for Congress, and it is a big moment also because these protests were continuously on. Their student protests are happening, but the way Rahul Gandhi brought in this entire focus outside when he went to the Prime Minister's residence, then he brought the things at the doorstep of the Prime Minister. Today, he's brought the things at the doorstep of Amit Shah. Now, what do you think is going to be the next course of action? How is, I mean, bringing in the accountability culture, is this what, and is this how Rahul Gandhi and the entire Congress will now be focusing on other issues as well?
No, no, it's not about Congress party. Yes, Congress is leading the fight against this government. But today I'll tell you why Rahul Gandhi did not go to Jantar Mantar. Because he understands that people are fighting, and when they ask him, he's there to support them. In today's demonstration also, you'll see there were no Congress flags. Rahul
Yes.
Gandhi is with every person. Rahul Gandhi stands with every person who's fighting tyranny of this government, who's fighting for their personal rights, who's fighting for the fundamental rights given to them by the constitution. He stands by them because he thinks that as leader of opposition, that is his duty. So Rahul Gandhi himself doesn't want this binary. He represents people of India. Congress party represents people of India. Many of them may not have supported Congress party. It is not just in this case. When Arvind Kejriwal was arrested, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi were on the stage with his wife. Arvind Kejriwal was not our supporter then, ally then, but he was there. So it is Rahul Gandhi's nature, and it is the politics of Congress party to stand with any such person who are fighting for their rights and lend our support and lend our entire uh, support to see that the solutions are found. Now, regarding this particular case, what will you ask me? What will happen from now? Where will it go? It's very simple. This government has lost the popular goodwill of this country. It will continue till Modi government collapses, goes out. There'll be no midway answer to it. This Modi government has absolutely no solution for anything because they are tied to certain capitalists. They're handing over the entire country, its resources to their selected capitalists and to the people of RSS. Even now, after all things happened, entire agitation happened, still you had paper leak few days back. Why? Because Modi government will not touch NTA. It will not touch NTA because NTA work goes to contractors who are aligned to RSS. They will not do it. So they have lost the plot. Whatever they did, they destroyed the system in favor of their own people, their friends. and that system had to collapse. It has collapsed. It's only a matter of time that Narendra Modi's government will be out, and mind you, then it will be a long work, long way forward uh, uh, to rebuild the institutions in this country, to rebuild
No, but
systems where people have voice.
Gurdeep,
Yeah,
what happens to the original demand of Rahul Gandhi and the entire opposition that Amit Shah should resign? Today it was about the FIR, about how the police system is working. They are not ready to lodge an FIR, and the leader of the opposition has to walk up to a police station and then get an FIR registered. So it does go to show that the pressure works when the political system or the police system is failing. But now, what happens to the demand of Amit Shah's resignation? The entire monsoon session was a near washout. Will the opposition continue to demand Amit Shah's resignation?
of course, the entire movement will not stop. Tomorrow
Okay.
only Rahul Gandhi is going to Pune, and Congress is doing the programs in all 800 cities now. We are going to people because a power which refuses to hold itself up to accountability, that power has to be pulled down in democracy. That is what democracy is all about. And we are going to fight them till Amit Shah resigns, because he is the one person who's directly accountable for this use of pellet guns and use of nailed lathis and electric shocks on students. And before anybody says what happened in Jharkhand, Rahul Gandhi has been very clear in Jharkhand matter also. He is the one who spoke to students. He is the one who spoke to CM. He is the one who wrote to CM to go to students and talk to them. He is the one who said that students are students and they have rights. Be it any government, our government, allied government, BJP government, nobody can crush the rights of students. So there is no duplicacy in stand here. Congress party, especially Rahul Gandhi, are very clear, and this agitation will go on. It will not stop here.
No, so
You today.
today I think the first step has been taken where because of Rahul Gandhi's pressure, the FIR has been registered. The entire policing system stands bare. It stands exposed today that they were not ready to do a basic fundamental duty of filing an FIR. So how will you continue to raise the issue of Amit Shah's resignation? Will it be through Chhatro Ki Goonj programs, through various rallies that Amit Shah is going to hammer this point? Sorry, Rahul Gandhi to hammer this point that Amit Shah has to resign. There is no second option.
It is not police system. It is government. I was there in police station today. So many police people who were posted there, and we were on the sidelines. We were talking to them. They were so sympathetic. They said, "भाई बेचारे की FIR क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? इसमें क्या है?" You see, there's a change. There's a difference between police system and difference between the government. The situation is such that a simple police inspector cannot decide to take the application of a victim without clearance from the top, from Home Minister's office, from Delhi Commissioner, Police Commissioner's office, and Home Minister's office. This is the state of law and order. Normally, a police inspector is free to decide on his own, but here he could not even accept an application without clearance. So it is the government order which has failed. And that is why the struggle is against the government. The struggle is not against police people. It is against the government who have destroyed all institutions, including the police department, including the various constitutional bodies which are supposed to ensure that the democracy runs smoothly. So this government has to go. And that is why, on every level, we are going to have agitations, be it with the students, be it with Chadhawa Chori of Ram Mandir, be it other issues. Because the answer in a democracy is to protest till you put force on the power to collapse, to quit, or to be defeated by people of India.
Gurdeep, today we saw that the BJP goons had attacked the car of
Abhijit
Ashutosh
Rankar.
Ranka, and while he was in
Uh,
Rajasthan, they were on a school inspection trip, and this is what is happening to people like Ashutosh Ranka and who are going and inspecting the rural schools. Uh, uh, what would you say to that? I mean. Is the system so unresponsive, and is the government really rattled by these school inspections?
Again, the same answer is there. BJP only knows brute force. They are not a party of governance. And why I say so? Whoever has attacked Ashutosh Ranka, the fact remains that since morning, that story is over entire media. That story is being shown by TV channels. But till now, have you heard of any inquiry? Have you heard of any FIR being done? Any orders for investigation? This is the point. Issue is not that who was protesting, who was attacked. Issue is that attackers are not being held guilty or accountable or investigated by the government. And till entire day, I've been watching the coverage by various news channels also. Nobody is even asking for an investigation into this matter. Nobody is even asking for an FIR into the matter. These are the primary things of governance. That if an incident happens anywhere, police registers an FIR or government orders an inquiry. These are only the two ways. But nobody is pointing out in the media this thing. The entire governance model has collapsed. And that is why people who are asking for their rights are being attacked and they have nobody to hear. And that is why Rahul Gandhi is standing with each one of them. Because our promise to the country is that we will have a democratic nation where there'll be rights and there'll be institutions to protect rights. This is the promise of Congress party, and which is what
But
Rahul Gandhi is now taking up.
right. Gurdeep, during the monsoon session, we saw the first political casualty with Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. Now, this is the second big political moment which is playing out, and it does go to show that somewhere the fortress of the government is breaching, it's crumbling down. To this moment, what would you say? Of course, the policing system is there, the government is weakening, all that is there. But if you look at, Rahul Gandhi has been asking questions for years and years, but somehow the things seem to be working in favor of the opposition now. Why do you think that the government is weakening? What was that one big reason, according to your wisdom? What do you think would have triggered today the Delhi police to file an FIR? All this while, for all these days, when the FIR was not registered, do you think that it was only because of Rahul Gandhi's pressure today?
You see, Rahul Gandhi has been fighting this government from day one. He has been ridiculed, he has been defamed, but he never gave up because he knew that a day will come when people of this country will realize that everything about this government is fake. Everything about this government is only about brute force and tyranny. And he was right in this. Today, youngsters are discovering it. They discovered it. They discovered it during the agitation at Jantar Mantar. They discovered it in Jharkhand. They are discovered today at Jantar Mantar. They are discovered today in Jaipur and in numerous of other agitations which are happening today throughout the country. You see the Ken Bitwa agitation in Madhya Pradesh. They are discovering it. People are finding out that this government has actually done nothing for them, but it's only for its own ideological partners and capitalist partners. And it took time for people to realize this. But once they have realized, they are agitated, and Rahul Gandhi is there to lead, to give direction, to stand with them. That is what support he lent to Sahil today. And this government does not realize so far that their time has is up. They cannot face the people of this country. When Rahul Gandhi said it in parliament a year back, that students will come to your doors, Mr. Prime Minister, and you'll have no place to hide. People said it's a rhetoric. It was not a rhetoric. He could see what was happening in this country. On your channels, I have been saying for last more than 1.5 years that there's a lot of discontent in this country now. BJP tried to put a lid on it through its propaganda or through terror tactics. But now, beyond a point, the lid is blown. The pressure is simply too much. In Hindi, if you say, पाप का घर तो भर रहा था एक एक बूंद करके, अब भर के छलकने लगा है. उसमें वक्त लगा. It took
Right,
time for that पाप का घर to get filled. And
right.
now, when it is overflowing, the entire ideological stand, ethical stand that Rahul Gandhi took over all these years without surrendering to the trolls, without surrendering to people who ridiculed him, that ideological, ethical framework And that philosophy of Congress party is now the way to go forward. It will lead the movement and it will throw RSS out. And that is why everything is now about ideology. It's no more about A governance or B governance. RSS never believed in democracy, period. Congress believes in democracy, has nurtured democracy, and that is the basic difference. So that is why you can never ever imagine such a situation in Congress party that the leader of the opposition of the country has to
Right.
sit in a dharna in a police station for what? Just a simple FIR, which Modi says, Amit Shah says they've created a system of zero FIR. People can, from anywhere in the country, through their computer, register an FIR. Everybody can do an FIR without going to police station. And now what happens? A person is running, LOP is sitting, and you don't register FIR. Everything is getting exposed, whatever Modi Shah said over all these years. There's corruption,
I'm just
there's
wondering,
no
Gurdeep.
efficiency.
Right. No, a weak Amit Shah, what does it mean for Prime Minister? Because on Wednesday, this Wednesday, which has just gone by, they had a cabinet meeting where they decided that now you need to connect with the Gen Z through Reels, through Insta, through Shorts, try and engage with them. And Prime Minister gave all of the cabinet ministers his own example that look at the way I engage. And they came out with a youth outreach program where one minister, one university per day. That was the plan which they wanted to go about. And after this particular moment, what we are seeing today, it's a literal crumbling down of Amit Shah. Do you think that any minister will have the energy and the grit or the gut to visit any campus now?
Nilu, we have been saying it for years. BJP, RSS are a party of the propaganda, for the propaganda, by the propaganda. So when they are faced with a crisis, they look solutions only in propaganda. They look for newer ways of propaganda. And that is why Prime Minister said in his cabinet that, oh, you are not on Instagram. Because he's not bothered about what has gone wrong. The entire focus is to somehow be in power using propaganda. So far, you have seen no statement, you have seen nothing to ensure that accountability is fixed. You have seen no statement, you have seen no action on the fact that how NTA has to be remodeled. There's no answer to the larger questions of uh, expensive private education now, which students are suffering. Do you know, for the first time, Nilu, since 1947, for the first time, the numbers of students taking admission in graduation courses has fallen. Every year since independence, it's increasing. And the degree of fall is that last year it was 13 lakh, this year it is 3.7 lakh. This is the fall in admissions. And they think that they will be able to cover this reality by propaganda, by talking on Instagram. There's nothing on plate to show their governance record. If they come on Instagram today, they'll be asked questions on Instagram. Now, the stage of propaganda is over. And that is what Modi and Shah failed to realize so far, because they know nothing else other than propaganda.
Right.
Today,
Uh,
everybody knows there's no make in
right.
India. Nobody will believe them now. You do propaganda. You do propaganda that there'll be corruption-free India. Nobody will believe. You do propaganda that there'll be jobs. Nobody will believe. And that is why on 15th August from Red Fort, Narendra Modi was speaking like a consultant. It was like some E and Y consultant that what country should do for becoming superpower in 1947. You are prime minister for last 12 years. All
Right.
those things should have been done by now. Because he has no solutions, he has no record to show. So this time, they will not find any way out through propaganda. This story has ended.
Gurdeep, I still remember like 4 5 years ago, you had once in our meeting, you had said that education will become the biggest issue in the years to come. And that's where we are. Do you think that education will now become the main electoral plank as we are just heading towards a run up to important crucial elections coming up next year and also the 2029 elections? Do you think education will remain the biggest electoral plank, and that is one plank where BJP has failed miserably?
It is not about elections. Just try to understand what India is. In India, every single family of middle class, be it your family or my family or anybody that whom we know, have progressed only on the basis of education. There was a promise that if you get educated, not just your career will be better, but the level of living of your entire family will go up. And for the first time under Modi government, education has become a matter of it's a loss-making venture. People are getting are paying huge fees in education. They are not getting jobs, and if they're getting jobs, these are underpaid jobs. They are not even recovering the fee money over several years now. Not a single child today, not a single middle child, be it from a normal government college in some tier C town, or be it from IIT and AIMS or IAM. Not a single child today can buy a flat through their salary. The salaries are just not enough to pay EMI. Remember, people from our generation, everybody bought their houses because they
That's true.
studied, they were getting paid well, and they settled their lives on their own. Today, not a single child can buy a flat anywhere in India out of their salaries now. So this is what they've created. So it is not election issue. It is about how India's youth will survive, how India's youth will uh, earn, how India's youth will
Absolutely.
go ahead in their careers. So
Right.
this issue will be on agenda in coming elections. We have to go back to a model where higher education is cheaper, where primary education is free. We have to go to a model where jobs are available. We have to go to a model where government jobs are there to bring up the poorer sections of the society. We have to go to that model where health is cheaper. If a country cannot pay for health, for education, or ensure jobs to its people, that country cannot progress. Period. So these are issues on which the future elections will be contested. They will not be contested on Hindu-Muslim divide anymore. They will
Right.
not be contested on Vande Mataram. They will not be contested on divisive issues. And for the first time, you see they're trying to spin that Congress is in problem on Vande Mataram. The fact remains that Congress is very safe. It has told people that this is our stand on Vande Mataram, and BJP can't do anything. They cannot arrest a single Congress person for this. They cannot file a single FIR on this. They may say there is a law, but they will not dare to do anything because the day they do it, again they'll be on back foot. So
Right.
country has changed. We are back to basic issues now.
All right, so it was a pleasure having you, Gurdeep, and we caught you at the right time. HW viewers always love to have you on the program, and I'm sure there were lots of viewers who were hooked into this particular live. Thank you to all the viewers, and thanks so much to Gurdeep. Thank you.
Thank you.